Hey everyone, it's me, Captain Blueberry Buckaroo, aka Lancer737, and today I'm actually not going to be visiting everyone's Equestria. I'll do that tomorrow. We got our campaign today. You would have seen a video uploaded much sooner. Unfortunately, my recorder malfunctioned again. It's such a pain in the butt because it's like I think I've figured out why it records bad, and then lo and behold, it'll throw a curveball at me, and it'll make the screen black again, and it's just so annoying. And I'm very, very, very sorry about that. First, here's my friend code, top left-hand corner. So the campaign is a rerun of Royal Dining First Course. It's not one of my favorites, and unfortunately, let me turn that down. Unfortunately, it's not really one of my favorite ones. It's about cooking. But you can get some rubies out of it. And what is that? Thunderfoot, I think. I could be getting his rank. I can't talk. I could be getting a lot of things wrong. I could be getting his name wrong. And if you hear a cat, that's my pet cat Ritz. He's excited that I'm sitting down. He's awesome. I love him. So what was I gonna say? I was saying something. Yeah, it's like Thunder Hoof, Thunder something. I know his older brother. I don't know why I'm forgetting all their names because I absolutely love all the Wonderbolts. No, that's not it. No, no, absolutely don't accidentally tap that. No, no, him, Thunderlane. I'm. He's either Thunderlane's younger brother or I don't know why I can't remember his name. I don't know why their base of operations is not popping up either. I'm pretty sure I did not skip him. No, not that. What the heck is going on here? I can't find their base. It should be okay. Him, Soren. I don't know why I forgot Soren's name. Soren. He's either his younger brother or the other guy I just showed. I just forgot his name again. Gosh darn it. Okay, so the special characters that we have for this campaign are, I think it's these. I think. Let me look. Yeah, it must be those. We can look here. Yeah, it is the Butlers, and I was going to read their profiles until that happened. So anyway, distinguished waiter Pone. He's been in catering for a decade or two now, and he's got the pose and fancy accent to prove it. You get 2 rubies from completely leveling him up. So if you're needing rubies, well, paying 600 for 2 isn't probably a good idea, but it's always nice that you'll get 2 rubies from both the waiters, apparently. No, you cannot have grated cheese on your uh, Coronation rigatoni because it would ruin the flavor profile. Snobbish waiter pony, that's who it is. Yeah, looks like a snob. Okay, and then there's Sandbar's dad, which I'm pretty sure is not essential to this, but he's here anyway. He doesn't care what anyone else says. He thinks his son's story about his how his hearth-warming doll almost fell into the fire is great. Doesn't sound great to me. But it's just how it is. Can't change it. That's just so weird. I forgot Soren's name. I don't know what's going on. My neck is out of place, and you wouldn't believe the difference it makes in your life if your neck is in place. Did you know the very first person to have gone to a chiropractor, they were deaf their entire life. Chiropractor fixed their neck and they could hear for the first time in their life. It's amazing. So when my neck is out of place, I get tongue tied and maybe forgetful, maybe. I hope so. I don't like not remembering my favorite characters' names. I mean, it's not like the Wonderbolts are my absolute favorite, but they're top tier because I love military ponies. Anyway, that is what our campaign is. Royal dining first course. I'm pretty sure I should probably have been, I should have completed this first phase by now, but I really, really want those rubies. I'll definitely make it to the second phase for sure. Um, so what is it I'm going to talk about? Oh, I'm going to talk about more pony theory stuff. So, the viewer that I'm talking to, and I love it that he comes on all the time. I I I appreciate all the support you give me and all the comments that you make. You give me great ideas for things to talk about. So he made a good point. He brought up the tech levels again, and it made me look back at some things, and I realized I made a mistake. So as you see here, for some reason, I remembered her using the computers better than she did. It wasn't like this. It was more like this. Yeah, it was more like this. For some reason, I was thinking that like, she was just easily typing things down like that. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to retract my comment about how easy it was for her to use a keyboard and a computer. But there are some other issues. I still believe that their tech level is just as good as what we see in G5. Um, she is extremely proficient at a calculus, which it shouldn't be something that what was it? I think the creator of the series said that their tech level is medieval. Now, granted, I just now said that, and that should technically mean that my argument's over and I can't argue for a whole bunch of things. But she said more than that, and I'll get to that in a second. But Twilight is extremely proficient at calculus and other maths, and she also is proficient in making magic tech items. Basically, that's a catch-all thing for tech that is magic powered, magic infused, magic in origin, and it can do anything, even in areas that it shouldn't. If the fantasy that it's in is, like if it's based off medieval stuff, you can suddenly have spaceships because you made a magic tech flying machine, kind of like in Visionaries, which is another awesome Hasbro property. So, yeah, I'm gonna show you this. I guarantee you that their tech level in G4 is good, if not better than it is in G5 for most things. Um, Here we go. Lo and behold, feast your eyes on standard G4 Jet Set's cutie mark. What is it? 3 jet fighters. Ponies are not going to have cutie marks as something that does not exist in their universe that they can't even use. Um, and then there's other things, like I've mentioned before. They had a changeling that turned into a skateboard with a jet turbine. There's aircraft. There's helicopters. There's sea liners. They have TVs, and I can explore more or explain more with their tech when you look at a specific message that the creator of G4 said. This is what Lauren Foss said. The ponies are definitely the heart of the show, yet they occupy a world that is rich with mythology and fantasy, while still sporting a variety of modern technology. What was the creative strategy behind constructing the realm of Friendship is Magic Equestria? How did the team approach the balance between mythological fantasy and modern tech? And Faust answers. I thought that was her reply up there. This is her reply. Always wanted the default technology of the show to be a bit of medieval in nature, but since this is a whimsical, non-serious show, I'd have to disagree with that part. I felt there was plenty of wiggling room. I think ultimately it was just my personal comfort level in each individual story. If it screwed up the story to get too technical about how primitive the technology was, it wasn't worth it. So if we needed cameras, I just wanted those cameras to be relatively workable to create with no workable to a creature with no fingers. Sorry about that. And if we're absolutely positively had to have an electrical appliance, which we often did, I just told myself that it was enchanted by some magical unicorn mechanic at some point. However, I insisted that such an attitude was to be considered only at the creative resort. Don't use a light switch when you could use a candle. Just because you're feeling lazy, don't draw a hoof unnaturally and awkwardly wrapped around an umbrella because you don't feel like thinking about a little more. Overall, though, it was definitely not a strict approach, and it's hardly consistent. Humor and ease of storytelling took precedence over technicality. Now, as stated above, even the person pointed out that was asking this question, they have modern tech, which they do. Jet turbines, aircraft, helicopters, sea liners, and the metal work that they have, the steel work that they have to make skyscraper buildings, which we see in their big cities, they would have to. They would have to have smelting plants, mining areas for mining and refining said steel. They're not going to be able to do that in large scale with medieval like tech. I'll also disagree with her when she says that it's whimsical and not serious. There are lots of episodes that are like that, but then there are serious episodes that usually involve like Celestia and Luna. But here's the thing, though, I can compromise on. I got a pony theory. Hope you were ready for a pony theory because here it is. So I could have used Pony Life as a reference for the tech in it being equivalent to G5 because they have touch phones and that and other things as well. But it is confirmed by the show creator for Pony Life that it actually is an alternate universe. And it got me thinking, what if Twilight accidentally made a convergence in the space-time continuum, and when she visited the Equestria Girl's place, she accidentally went to a different universe, but it's so similar that she couldn't tell that it wasn't the standard vanilla G4 universe. And with her experience with touch screen phones and other devices like that, she influenced it into that universe, which is really not a G4 universe at this point. What if it's a G5 universe? And that's how in G5 they have smartphones and stuff like that because Twilight went to the wrong universe or caused a split where sure she may have went back to her main universe, but because of the complicated nature of multiverse traveling, a different version of her went into a different universe that influenced the creation of G5. So that actually would make both answers be true. That G4 is a different universe that has the main six. G5, the main six existed, but for different reasons. And although they should have a lot of similarities with G4, they've done different things. And that's also why in that different G4 universe, the G4 ponies do have touch screen phones and stuff like that. But hey, that's just a theory. If you think I'm wrong, please tell me down below. I love all your comments. If anyone thinks that I'm talking about comments made that this is some kind of rebuttal against it, it's not. No, I mean not like a mean spirited one. I just love to talk about pony theories and stuff like that, and I love most of the MLP games. Some of them can be kind of dull, but anyway, I want to hear and see what you guys have to say. Let me know what you think about this theory that Twilight going into the human universe, one of many infinite human universes, after her experience with touch screen phones, she brought the technology back, but it was to a different universe, very similar to her own, to the point that she didn't notice that it was not the same, which that can happen when you have infinite variables and possibilities. And then that universe is G5. Pony life leads into G5. Let me know what you think. Take it easy and good luck with the campaign.